Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all of you. Let me welcome here the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, represented here by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, PhD. Let me welcome all the senators that are here, both serving and former. I'd like to welcome the Honorable Minister of the FCT, His Excellency Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON. Let me welcome the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood. I'd like to welcome other members of the National Assembly that are here. Let me especially welcome all the heads of ministries, departments, and agencies that are here. Chairman of the FCT area councils, senior officials of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, members of the Honorable Minister's entourage, heads of security agencies that are here, members of the diplomatic corps, captains of industry, and let me especially welcome the MD of CGC Nigeria Limited, our royal fathers, members of the press, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with pleasure that I welcome all of you. See how days fly. To day 23 of the commissioning of projects. Today, Wasa District is more than a venue. It is a community witnessing the fulfillment of a vision. Around us stand newly completed roads. Beneath our feet lies infrastructure built to serve enterprise. Behind every workshop, every house represented here is a story of determination. Before us are the men and women whose businesses and houses will give lasting meaning to this investment. So I welcome all of you to actually give us an overview of this amazing road investment. Let me welcome our very experienced engineer, Engineer Richard Yunana Daudu, the Acting Executive Secretary of FCDA.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, here represented by the Speaker of the Nigerian House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, GCON, ranking members of the National Assembly that are here, as well as other members present, both serving and former, the Honorable Minister of FCT, His Excellency Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, Area Council Chairman present, other top government officials and functionaries present, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly permit me to align with the protocol as established by the Director of Ceremony as I welcome you all. Your Excellency, it is my honor to express our gratitude to you for making our time to grace this occasion of the commissioning of access roads to the informal sector layout in Wasa District, Abuja. Your Excellency, as part of the mandate of the FCT administration and in its pursuit to sustain consistent strides in infrastructure development, awarded a contract for the construction of access roads, power and water supply to the informal sector layout in Wasa to Messrs. CGC Nigeria Limited in November 2025. The work commenced immediately. Your Excellency, the informal sector layout is an area earmarked in the Abuja Master Plan to accommodate informal sectors of the city's economy, These are sectors that were not provided for in the commercial hubs and areas of the master plan within the city center. Your Excellency, this informal sector layout was therefore designed to be on the city fringes where they can carry on their operations without constituting a menace in the city center. Such sectors, who also contribute significantly to the economy, include the motor mechanics, the motor parts dealers, car mart operators, informal markets, and other artisans, as well as housing estates for lower income. This part where we are presently is the informal sector layout that was earmarked to move the auto mechanics and traders from their current congested location along the outer southern expressway to a more organized arrangement. It therefore became necessary to provide infrastructure in preparation for this movement to this area. Your Excellency, the scope of works for this project includes the construction of 3-lane dual carriageway, that is 3 lanes in each direction, separated by a median totaling over 3 kilometers. The road, a 10-meter asphalt paved carriageway, comes with concrete line drains on both sides, over 6 kilometers of that. 6 box and pipe culverts were provided, as well as solar-powered street lighting. Electrical power supply and water supply are also being provided. Your Excellency, the roadworks have been completed and ready to be put to use. In the course of the work, many Nigerians were directly employed with innumerable indirect employment generated. The completion of this project effectively lays the foundation for a well-organized informal sector and commercial hub of the city. The provision of these roads opens up the district for development towards improvement of the socio-economic lives of the citizens, as well as security in this area. We thank the President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, and the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Enzo Onyeson Wike, CON, for the privilege to be part of this project. Thank you all for coming. God bless you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Engineer Dauda. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is very clear that the informal sector is not a footnote in our national development aspiration. It is one of the principal chapters of our evolution. It is where enterprise begins, where innovation takes practical form. Let me welcome here the Managing Director of CGC, Zhang Jiong, to tell us what it took to do this road.
Your Excellency, the Speaker of House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, GCON. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Enzo Onyeson Wike, CON. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud. Other disgraced guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a great honor to speak on behalf of CGC Nigeria Limited and the commissioning of the access road to the informal sector layout in Wasa district. Today is more than commissioning of a road. It is the opening of new opportunities, new investments, and new possibilities for the people of FCT. CGC Nigeria Limited is proud to have delivered this project on schedule and to the required quality standards. We remain committed to supporting the development vision of the FCTA. Yesterday, during his media chat, the Honorable Minister reminded us that development is not only about building roads, but about building communities. This project reflects the vision by creating the foundation for the future growth and sustainable urban development. Where roads go, development follows. Where development grows, business thrive. Where business thrive, people prosper. This project will improve collectivity, support economic activity, attract investment, and create better opportunities for the people of Wasa and the FCT. We are equally encouraged by the Honorable Minister's commitment to extend the development beyond the city center to that more communities can share in the benefits of progress. On behalf of CGC Nigeria Limited, I sincerely thank the government of Federal Republic of Nigeria for its trust and confidence in our company. We especially appreciate the visionary leadership of the Honorable Minister of the FCT and the support of the Honorable Minister of State, our government partners, consultants, host communities, and every member of our project team. Together, we build roads. Together, we connect communities. Together, we create a better future. Thank you very much. May God bless the FCT, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Managing Director of CGC Nigeria Limited. Our next speaker totally believes that every road begins with a foundation. Every successful business begins with a single opportunity. Today, those two journeys meet here in Wasa. One built through engineering, the other sustained by enterprise. Together, they remind us that when infrastructure reaches the people, prosperity follows. Let me welcome the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood.
Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by His Excellency Right Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, GCON, the Speaker, House of Representatives, Federal Republic of Nigeria. Distinguished senators that are here with us, all other members of the National Assembly, both former and present, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Ezomo Yosumike COA, Mr. Project and Life Venture, all other members of the Executive Council that are here with us, the top ranking members of the FCDA and FCTA that are here, Area Council Chairman, our royal fathers and community leaders, leaders of our political parties, the contractor CGC Nigeria Limited, Captain of Industries, members of the diplomatic corps, distinguished personalities, our women groups, teaming youth, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with heart full of gratitude and deep sense of joy that I rise again to deliver the vote of thanks at this memorable occasion in Wasa District. Today, we celebrate more than the commissioning of road, as it has been highlighted. We celebrate the arrival of hope, the triumph of possible leadership, and the fulfillment of promise to bring development closer to our people. This occasion stands as a shining reminder that when leadership is guided by vision and compassion, communities are opened up, lives are touched, and the future begins to become brighter for our people. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, I express our profound appreciation to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose renewed hope agenda continues to inspire and drive the transformation of the Federal Capital Territory Administration. Mr. President's vision is being translated into visible progress as communities once left on the margins are now being connected to the promise of modern infrastructure and a better living conditions. I also pay heartfelt gratitude to His Excellency, Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Ezemoyo Sunwiki, whose bold leadership and uncompromising commitment to serving are changing the face of FCT. Under his watch, development is no longer confined to the city center alone. It's reaching the district, the communities, and the people that exactly needed it the most. Ladies and gentlemen, this project in Wasa is another clear proof that the Wike's administration is determined to open up every part of FCT to growth, investment, and prosperity. To the good people of Wasa, this project belongs to you. We therefore urge you to protect it, use it responsibly, and see it as a shared asset for the progress of your community and the future of your children. Government can build, but it's the people who must preserve and sustain what has been provided to them. I sincerely thank you all, everyone that is here, our distinguished guests, the traditional rulers, our community leaders, development partners, the contractor, media, and all stakeholders whose support and cooperation has contributed to the successful delivery of this special project. Your partnership remains critical to the continued advancement of the FCT, the nation's capital. Once again, I thank Mr. President for his inspiring leadership and Honorable Minister Barrister Ezemoyo Sunwiki for his tireless commitment to the transformation of FCT. Thank you all for coming. May God bless you all. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of State. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, every public investment whispers a promise of tomorrow. Every completed project becomes an act of confidence in a future not yet visible. Every milestone reminds us that progress is never accidental. It is designed, it is pursued, it is sustained, it is protected. Today we are here in Wasa because there is a leader who believes in continuity, in responsibility, and in leadership that matters to the people. It is with honor and humility that I welcome that leader here. Let me welcome to the podium the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Chief
Excellency, Mr. President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably presented by the workaholic Speaker, Dr. Tajuddin Abbas, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger. Distinguished senators here present, members of the House of Representatives, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, the former Deputy Speaker, House of Representatives, leaders of political parties, and candidates of various political parties that are here, our dear traditional rulers, chairmen of area councils, the managing director of CGC and your management team, head of service, permanent secretaries, our dear women, our dear youths, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Speaker, let me on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration join the Minister of State. So thank you, and I appreciate you joining us today, the 23rd day of the 31st day of your march for commissioning of projects. I know that you have started today to represent Mr. Speaker. I know you'll be there on Monday. I also know you'll be there on Wednesday, you'll be there on Thursday. So let me thank thank you in advance since you came back to actualize these responsibilities and duties, Mr. President, are assigned to you. Mr. Speaker, it's important for us to let people know when we were appointed by Mr. President and were inaugurated sometimes in August 2023, we did have stakeholder meetings as it affects various area councils. I do know that one of the areas we went to dialogue and discuss with them was the Apple Mechanic Traders Association that's along the Ossex Road. Remember that during Mr. President's first year anniversary, we commissioned the first section of Ossex. In the second year, we commissioned the second section. In the third year, which is what we've just said, that was the first, we also commissioned. We believe by the grace of God, before the end of the tenure of Mr. President second time, that the footpath, which is at about 10 kilometers, will have been awarded and also completed for the use of our people. But one thing that is very clear was that every government had come and promised, based on the master plan of Abuja, that appointed mechanic association where they are along there will be moved to this particular district as the informal sector, because being on the road was not conducive. But those promises were made by every government that has come. But thank God Almighty today, as Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the president of Nigeria, he discussed with them and told them that they would move them here. Just last year, November, as the ESFCD had said, this contract was awarded on providing infrastructure that will enable government to move the Apple Traders and Mechanic Association here. This has been fulfilled. November till now, how many months? Not even up to a year. We thank you for the support. We thank Mr. President for the support. And we thank the National Assembly. I hope the Apple Traders and Mechanics are here. I hope the Apple Traders and Mechanics Association are here. Are you happy? The way you are shouting, you are happy, is like somebody who is not happy. Are you happy? You know, there's somebody at the back there. Anywhere we go, you say agreement is agreement. And you know, when we came, I told you that this promise Mr. President is making will be fulfilled. And you also told us that when he does that, he will also fulfill the agreement. Let me say, now that he has done his own, will you fulfill your own agreement? Now you are not shouting loud again. So let me hear you finally. Will you fulfill your own agreement? You see why you must take this administration very serious. Unlike other governments that have come for how many years and have made promises particular to this area, those promises were not fulfilled. As Suwaju came in 2023, made the promise, this job was awarded last year. Today, July, we are now commissioning it, paving the way for you to move over. I hope too that you have settled your differences so that we can do the needful. I know you have had differences, who is in this faction or the other faction. Please make sure you put your house in order so that we can confidently and quickly move down to this place and enjoy the environment. Let me thank the communities here who supported CGC without harassing them, without making much demand from them. Let me also thank CGC. I think this is the fourth, if not the fifth, that were flagging off or commissioning under you. Anytime you make promise to us, you have always fulfilled that promise. And you have shown quality. We want to say we continue to partner with you and work together for the interest of FCT. Let me also thank the acting secretary of the NCBA and your team for making sure that the company work as specified. I thank you. It has not been easy, but give God the glory that we have achieved the result. Let me also thank the area council chairman who have always made sure contracts are awarded in their various councils. We don't have any village problem or youth confrontation. I want to sincerely thank them for supporting this administration and be assured and assure you that more will come to the various area councils. On that note, I invite Mr. President to do the needful by talking to the people of Wasa and commissioning the project. God bless you.
Principal officers of the National Assembly here present, distinguished senators and members of the National Assembly, both current and past, my brother, my leader and friend, the Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister ESCUK-CON, the Minister of State of the Federal Capital Territory, my dear sister, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, the head of service of the Federal Capital Territory Authority, chairman of the FCT Civil Service Commission, the executive secretary of Federal Capital Territory, the managing director of CGC, who is the contractor of this project, all chairmen of the area councils, all royal fathers present here, management and staff of FCTM administration, distinguished invited guests, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. As you are all aware, I'm not here in my capacity as the speaker. I'm here representing His Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our dear father, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. So the speech I'm going to read is the speech coming from the mouth of Mr. President. He said, "It gives me great pleasure to stand before you today as we celebrate another milestone in our collective journey towards urban renewal, economic inclusivity, and national transformation. Today, we are here to officially commission access roads, power, and water supply to the informal sector layout in Wasa district of Abuja. When we took the oath of office and presented the renewed hope agenda to the Nigerian people, we made a solemn pledge that no segment of our society will be left behind, and the infrastructure will not be built for only the elite, but as a ladder for the economic empowerment of the everyday Nigerian. For over a decade, our hardworking mechanics
Artisans and traders, particularly those from the Apo Mechanic Village, have operated under challenging conditions, awaiting a permanent, structured, and conducive environment to drive their businesses. The relocation to Wasa district was a promise long delayed by previous administrations. Today, under this administration, that promise has been fulfilled. What we are commissioning today goes far beyond the provision of access roads, erecting electricity poles, or laying water pipes. This is an investment in human dignity and economic freedom. The informal sector is the true engine of our economy, sustaining millions of livelihoods. By providing premium infrastructure here in Wasa, we are transforming this district into a modern, vibrant commercial hub that will boast Abuja's internally generated revenue and lower the cost of doing business. I must at this juncture commend the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Nyeson Wike, for his fierce dedication, unmatched drive, and effective leadership. He has proven time and time again that with the right political will, projects are not just conceptualized, they are executed with speed and precision. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, can you give a round of applause to our Honorable Minister for a job well done? Thank you, Mr. Minister. Thank you, Mr. Walks. You are making Nigerians proud in Abuja. Equally deserving of praise is the Honorable Minister of State for the FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood. Her steadfast support, collaborative spirit, and dedication to the welfare of the people have been instrumental in harmonizing the efforts of the FCT administration to deliver on our promises. Together as a team, they have shown that the era of abundant public projects in the Federal Capital Territory is officially over. Thank you, Doctor, for being a good partner to the Honorable Minister. To the artisans, business owners, and residents who will utilize this layout, this infrastructure belongs to you. I urge you to protect it, maintain it, and use it as a foundation to scale up your businesses and create wealth and generate employment of our teeming youth. To all Nigerians, I'm deeply aware of the current economic realities across our nation. As your president, I feel your pain, I hear your concerns, and I carry the weight of your daily struggles. The economic reforms we have initiated are undoubtedly painful, and their immediate impact has been heavy on households and businesses alike. However, I assure you with the utmost sincerity that these decisions were not made lightly. They are difficult but necessary surgeries required to save the patient. We are painstakingly tearing down the broken structures of the past to lay an unshakable, sustainable foundation for a prosperous future. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, true nation building requires patience, resilience, and collective effort. No great nation was ever built overnight or on the foundation of easy, short-term fixes. I therefore urge you all, our hard-working artisans in Apo and Wasa, our youths, our elders, and citizens across the Federation, to continue to support this administration. Stand with us as we navigate this challenging transition. Your trust is the fuel that drives our resolve, and I promise you that your sacrifices will not be in vain. Let me reassure every citizen today, this government remains committed to the welfare of all Nigerians. We are not just asking you to endure. We are actively working to cushion the effects and build a resilient economy. We are implementing targeted social intervention programs, investing heavily in agriculture to ensure food security, and creating jobs through massive structural developments like the one we are seeing here today. My administration will not rest on its oars. We will continue to do more, build more, and invest more until the benefits of these reforms reach every single Nigerian home. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor and privilege to officially commission the access roads, power, and water supply to the informal sector layout, Wasa District, to the glory of the Almighty God and for the use of our people. Thank you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
All our special guests will be joining His Excellency, the Speaker of the House of Reps, to officially go and commission the project.
Abuja is happy. Yes, so we get a walk. Abuja is happy.
Once again, congratulate the good people of this district. All our mechanics and artisans coming from Apo and other parts of Abuja. Today, history is made again. And this history is made through our hard-working minister, who has been able to identify critical needs of the people of Abuja in several areas. And today, he has delivered on one of the promises made by His Excellency, the President and Commander of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to identify a befitting location for our artisans and mechanics where they can conduct their businesses in a more conducive environment. So, to the service, to the glory of the Almighty God, and for the use of the people of Abuja, particularly our mechanics and artisans, I hereby commission this important project. Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, access road to the informal sector layout, Wasa District, Abuja, officially commissioned by His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on this very important Friday, the 10th of July, 2026.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. We will now have a group photograph with our special guests, and afterwards we'll take the national anthem.